Hello Leo, this is your August 16th, 2016 to August 31st, 2016 read. For the main read, I'm using the Shadowscapes Tarot by Stephanie Poo-Moon-La. And for the advice cards, I'm using the Saints and Angels Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue. I have pre-shuffled the decks, and I'm going to get right into it for you. I'm doing it a little bit differently this time, where you can see me. I feel like that gets the message across a little better, so we'll get right into it. That's together. This is another one. Okay. It actually stays down here. Alright. First off, I want to start with your crowning energy for the whole read. This popped out as I was shuffling earlier. And it's the Three of Pentacles, and it's Divine, which to me, when I'm looking at this card, the Pentacles are hard work, dedication, moving forward with plans. In this case, the way she's sitting here, though, I feel like she's been working on getting some things together, and there's different thought levels going on here. Like, I feel like there's a couple different projects she's been thinking about, and I feel like she's starting to pull them into focus. That's what I got for the overall read, is bringing plans you've been working on into focus, into fruition, starting plans, that type of thing. I feel like things are starting right off. When we get right into the first card for you, we have the Nine of Pentacles reversed. This is the Nine of Pentacles, and when it's reversed, I'm looking at it, and I'm thinking, like, the immediate feel I'm getting from this is, like, playtime is over. Like, it's time to buckle down and get things done. As I've said in my other readings, there's definitely traditional meanings for cards, but I'm really getting that this is the time where you're feeling like it's time to get things done, and you may not be as excited about it because you feel like playtime's over and now I have a lot of serious things to do, I gotta get moving and I gotta get going. That's where we're starting off. I feel like the people around you feel like a burden has been lifted, and they might even tell you that, you know, it is time to get moving, and it's a good thing to start buckle down and get moving. Things coming to bloom. For some reason, when this card comes upside down, I always feel like things are coming to fruition, things are blooming. Which would make sense because your matching card for this one that goes right together is the Three of Wands, which you'll notice there's a person on a light chair looking out on the horizon. So it's like looking out on your plans, getting ready. It's almost like the night before. I feel like to me, I know that probably should be the sun, but the way I'm feeling it right now, it feels like the moon. It's almost like the night before. It's like tomorrow we got a big trip coming, and I'm ready, and I'm packed, and I'm ready to go. And these are kind of representing to me the plans and situations that you have lined up to help you get where you want to go. And I feel the people around you are supportive, very supportive, and a burden is lifted. Because like, I feel like you were having a really good time all summer, and they were starting to wonder what was going to happen there, depending on how that is. I know it's college time for a lot of people if you're in that time, but although we have some older students too. And I'm feeling like it's a lot like that, like a lot of college time situations going on. If you're not going to college or sending someone to or know somebody who is, that's kind of how I'm feeling. It's a general read, so this could go different ways, and definitely take it the way you need to with a grain of salt. But I got that. I think it's just because it's that time of year. I'm getting that college feel greatly. This is interesting because the person who was worried about you maybe not being as dedicated or they were kind of worried during the summer is what I'm thinking, that you might not go through with the plans you had previously set. When they realize, like, all right, things are coming to light, like I worried about nothing. They may not even have told you that. They may tell you as this happens that they were a little worried and you didn't realize that. I feel like there's a deep connection there. And I almost feel like they're letting you go, but not completely. Like, the people around you, whoever was that, like, it almost feels like someone who looks out for you, like a fatherly, paternal figure. Could be motherly, but I'm feeling like it's paternal. Like, even though it's the Lover's card, that doesn't always mean anything sexual. It just means a high level of commitment, the way I'm reading it right now. A high level of commitment. Definitely, in your situation, could mean a partner. So if that fits for you and you know who this is, go forward with that. But I'm more getting paternal is where it's coming, like a high level of dedication. Nothing sexual about it. I'm not really getting sex at all. And the the Five of Cups reversed, I feel like it's dumping out the bowl, dumping out the fish bowl into the lake, letting the fish swim free. Like, I think that's what I'm really getting here. Like, letting someone go forward with what they need to do. I'm getting that extremely strongly. So if this resonates with you, that's kind of the mode I'm going through. Even if it's someone else that makes sense for you, even though I'm getting paternal, doesn't mean, you know, it's pigeon-toed, whatever the word is. Take it as you need to. It's someone around you, though, that has a high level of commitment to you, that feels like they need to let you go and let you breathe. That being said, I feel like once the plans start and you get into them, it may feel like there's a lot. I feel like you're really buckling down to responsibility. The Fool reversed, and I always take this based on the rest of the cards around it. When it's reversed, it can go a few different ways. In this situation, I feel like it almost feels like overburdened, like a lot of responsibilities all at once. But in my version here that I'm feeling like it's not really being overtaxed. I feel like it's being more overwhelmed in the sense of like there's a lot of new things all at once. Nothing that you can't handle, but it may feel like there's a lot. Like, what way do I go? Like, just so many directions to choose from. It kind of like not analysis, but paralysis. Not where I want to go. You're kind of paralyzed by all the choices, and there's a need to prioritize, which I feel that's where you're gonna need to do. I also feel like there's some things that you're usually good at that you're not as good right now. I feel like during the last few months you may have either stepped away or done some other things that kind of kept you from doing the normal things, and you're not as good as you normally would be, per your own standards. Like, I don't feel like you're bad at what you're doing. I feel, though, that when you buckle down and start getting back into the groove, you feel that you can do a lot better than you currently are, and you're kind of like a little hard on yourself about that, or it might bother you a little bit. I don't really feel like it's the people around you as much as you personally that feel it's not the standard that you would like. The Queen of Swords. You got the Queen of Swords, another environmental card for someone around you. I feel like this is a different person. We had that paternal figure before, and it went up to this point just before this card. I don't feel like this is the same person. I feel like this is someone else. This card came in reversed, which when the Queen of Swords comes in, I'm getting a spiky feel. I'm getting like a little harshness. So when I'm feeling like whatever you're usually good at, I feel like you're not up to your own personal standards, and this person might click into that and realize you're a little insecure at the moment, and might kind of egg you a little about it. I think it's good to be aware, though, that they're feeding off your own emotions. So if they're aware that you're having like a weak moment, I feel like they're taking advantage of it, but it's a different person. I feel like this is a different person. And I wish you would just recognize this for what it is. I just feel like this person is a little out of their element, and they're just like being a little cranky, and they just see you're having a weak moment, and they just want to make somebody else feel as bad as they do, so they kind of use it against you. I'm not getting much more about this one, because I'm guessing it's because it's a general read, and it's going to depend on your situation, but I feel like this person is transitory too. I don't feel like they're really... Either it's a new acquaintance, or it's someone who just kind of flits in and out. I don't feel like they're... I mean, it may be a person like of power in the sense of like they have a certain role, or maybe they're in a position of authority. So you might just let them say what they want to say and kind of be like, and just kind of let it go. In other words, you might not snap back at them, even though, and not that it would do any good, but even though they kind of deserve it. But I don't feel like they're stable in your life. Either you just met them, or they flit in and out, something like that. I feel like it's transitory. They don't stay long, or either that or they come in and out all the time. One of the two. For your environmental, when you decide to buckle down, you're like, playtime's over. When you make that decision, it's a good decision. It's what you need to do. So you're very dedicated and on spot with that. I think it goes with the overall energy of the read, where you have plans and things you want to do. You're making them happen. That's how that's going. As we go forward, practice, like, definitely, I mean, this person has an instrument, but there's so many different things. Like, whatever it is that you normally do, I feel like during the summer you didn't do it as much, or not to the normal intensity that you do. So even if you kept up with whatever the situation is, you're just not at the level you typically are. Like, I feel like there's something you're really good at, and I'm getting like a few different versions here. Whether it's schoolwork, instrumental, if it's for some, I got like a flash on like health and eating and working out, things like that. Like, I feel like the summertime was a good time. I mean, especially you were in your time of Leo. We were going from Leo into Virgo. Like, I feel like as you're transitioning, you're buckling down to the things you really like and things you want to excel at. I feel like you had a great summer, which is completely warranted, but you just didn't keep up with certain things, not in a bad way. It's just like, you gave yourself a break, and now you're like coming back around, and you're kind of a little like, I'm really good at this. I don't like that I'm not the level I normally am. Keeping things together, I think, just to wrap it all up, the overall energy is that you have plans going forward. You're moving forward with that. I feel like it's gonna be like a little up and down. I feel like you're dedicating yourself to it, and you're moving forward. I feel like people on the outside may not realize how dedicated you are. Like, I feel like it might be a little stressful for you, but you may keep that in check and not let people know as much. Of course, be careful whenever that is that you're usually good at, and that you're kind of not as good as normal in your opinion. Just watch what you say to people around you. I feel like it's going to happen either way, that someone's going to kind of use it against you. You might just want to make note of it. Who's doing it? What type of person are they really? And just either distance yourself where you can, or just be more mindful what you say to them going forward in the future. Again, though, I do feel like they're transitory, so they either flit in and out, or they're just somebody you recently met. And maybe this is a good time to see somebody in the very beginning of a relationship, or very beginning of a friendship, how they really are, before you get too deep in that. All right, well, thank you for watching. This has been your August 16th, 2016 to August 31st, 2016 read. Any comments or questions, go ahead and put them below. And if you would like a personal read from me, go ahead, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, Astral, ASTRAL, @gmail.com. Thank you for watching. You have a good day.